Hello. So today we are here in my shower because I really like my curtains. They're new and I love them. And the topic that we're going to talk about today is very heavily related to what is on these curtains and what is on my face and what is everywhere in my life. And it is everywhere in your life as well. And I can't be tall enough for this angle. I'll just step in my shower like this. Actually, this is the best angle I've ever come up with. Look at this is amazing. Okay, so we're here in my universe of frequencies and vibrations. Just let me sample you this thing. Okay. I don't know if that worked. We're here to talk about how black and white line art and grayscale art and I don't even know how to call it, but art like this and makeup like this with lines and patterns and flowy paintings and flowy colors, I prefer grayscale and I prefer black and white, but art like that and music like that and makeup and life and sound and image and soul and everything and words and poetry in this nature is the most dearest for me and is the most important for me. Okay, so why do I feel like this? Why do I feel that this is what I prefer the most and feel the most comfortable in when I am surrounded by it, when I am looking at it, and in terms of style and fashion as well? Because I feel like ever since I was very, very little, I was always scribbling something with a paper and a pen, and I liked doing and painting and doing the shadows the most with a graphite pencil or anything from charcoals to like just regular pencils, but and also like pens. I've been drawing and painting in a very specific way for a long time, and that was the first ever expression of mine, of artistic expression, was my drawings. I can show some of them here. And they're very, very much like this. And we're here to talk about it. Why is it like that? Because these lines, these patterns, they always represent sound. They represent vibrations and everything that this world is made of. This reality is made of frequencies that repeat on a certain beat or a certain pace. So everything that I resonate with and everything that vibrates within me and outside of me is made of these patterns, and I feel them energetically everywhere I go, and I sense them in everything, and I feel the most comfortable when I am surrounded by the visual representation of what I feel of these things. So these curtains, they just have the right information in them. They have the correct soul in them that really fit me, because they're wavy and they have lines and they have this repeating pattern that gives off a certain aesthetic that can vary a lot, because I prefer things that have this vibe, and I don't know how to explain it in human words. That's why my art and music explains it. So, for example, you can find patterns like this everywhere. You can find patterns like this everywhere. You can find inspiration everywhere. And these objects are my favorite, that give me the sense of the wavelengths that vibrate from everything. They're just vibes of this object and of this reality in a very, very large recreation. Like, This just gives me funky telephone cord vibes. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to music. And that's why everything that I do in life is inspired by music, because I am a little bit of a melomaniac, and I would say I do know a bit more about music in many genres than the regular person would do, and that is amazing because it allows me to get inspired everywhere I go, anything I do. When I have music in my head or in my headphones, I just know what to do. I know that everything will be alright, and I feel safe and I feel at home when I am with music, because that is me and that's how I know it. Because those frequencies and those wavelengths of sound that have certain intentions in them, they give me the correct answers in the moments when I need it, and they help me live. The right wavelengths give me the right vibration to my brain and to my human body. So whenever I feel very disconnected, all I have to do is just dance and recreate the movement with my body, and recreate the vibration that I'm receiving from music on my face, or recreate it on paper. And wherever I go, I will always seek music, and that's the point of this video, kind of. I feel like it is not a lie, and it is not an exaggeration when I say and when I claim that music is the source of inspiration for me for every other creative act in my life. That is the main source, the biggest source. Of course, I can get inspired by a random stranger, or I can get inspired by a freaking hair tie, or this sound. It wasn't anything, but you got the point. Or I can get inspired by just finding what were these called? Yeah, safety pins, I guess. And then I was about to put them in my ears, but then I found these boys, and then I put these in my ears. So I am going through a lot right now. A lot of changes, a lot of big transformations. And I cannot not surround myself with these patterns anymore in my life, in my daily aesthetics, in what I choose to wear, how I choose to express myself, because times are changing rapidly, super fast. So much has changed in my life in the past year, in the past like a month, especially like specifically the past like month, and like I am in a completely new place right now, in a new flat, and we're starting from scratch again, and finally, not again, but finally, like it didn't happen for the longest time, and I cannot keep surrounding myself with the past versions of me, and I cannot, because I know the importance of letting go to keep on breathing. I know the importance of exhaling something out to have the new breath. You cannot breathe in without exhaling. So I know the importance of always moving, and that's what these patterns represent, and that's what the lines represent. That's what scribbles and patterns of mystery and randomness represent, because they do give me hope and reason and purpose why I'm here. They do give me everything, because it is music. I see music in these curtains, and there's music on my face, and the music that I write or create, the best is yet to come, because I will not lie to you about it, that all my life I've been living in a spot where it was not encouraged, and still isn't, from the people that I was brought up. And I am not afraid to say it anymore, because I am finally standing up, and everything that I've been doing is denied. I already cried before this video, and I'm gonna cry again. I don't care if it seems pathetic to somebody that I'm saying this, but it takes so much strength and courage from me right now and in my life overall to stand up for myself, because I've always been the one who complies and just lies low and tries to limit myself in every possible direction where what I like, what I'm interested in, what I prefer, style, music taste, everything. I've been trying to lay as low as possible, and I have most of my life I've had a lot of social anxiety, and it is coming off in the strangest ways, in the weirdest ways you wouldn't expect. Sometimes it's not like, who is that? I don't know her. But sometimes that's all I know. And there's nothing else but anxiety. And that's normal. That's a part of human experience. And that's what these patterns represent as well. Everything that I do is a combination of lines, of vibrations, of wavelengths, of like waves, of movement. And movement is the purpose of me being here. And movement is inspiration. And movement is ups and downs. And movement is sound, and movement is art, and movement is my existence, as well as it is yours, because you, in your little tiny atoms that you are made of, you keep changing. Did you know that every 5 years your body like is completely like regenerated into a new person? Because your cells keep dying and they keep falling off, and every cell, every atom is like, I don't know how to say it, but like, I'm not a scientist, but it dies, and then it brings a new cell and a new atom in, and this constant change brings in a completely new version of you with no old cells every 5 years. I hope you got it. I don't know how to explain it. And every time I look at myself in the camera, I just think like, this is not the prettiest makeup. I could have done it without these lines. Yeah. I have to go to an event tomorrow, and I will do it without them. I don't know, I just look like I've been beaten up, but I've been crying, so it's alright. It's a part of the process. Wait, I will erase these. See how important it is, and I'm not afraid to erase my craft. I'm not afraid to throw things out. I'm not afraid to leave everything behind whenever I want to or feel like it. Because art and everything in life and breathing is temporary. Because how long can you hold a breath in? When you breathe in, you have to breathe out. How long can you, like when you're walking, how long can you put one foot in front of the other and not put the other foot in front of the first foot? How long can you be like you have to, right? So, anyways, I could go on for hours. Philosophy is my second name. And I just encourage you to live with more ease and accept that everything you are and everything you ever will be will die off, and you will have to breathe out, and you will have to change, and no one stays the same. No one stays in the same place. No one stays with the same emotions or personality for their whole lives. People change, and that's the beauty of it. That's so beautiful. It's amazing how people grow into so many different versions of who they can be, and that is amazing when they explore it. So go and do what you've been wanting to do. Oh my God, I know that you've been wanting to do something crazy or something totally like what is that? So go there and do it. Okay, have a good day, everybody. Bye.